Today I'm going to show you guys how to get symmetrical handlebars with round brushes and a blow dryer. So guys, I'm a side sleeper, which means that one side of my mustache or the other is always messed up and not cooperating with the other side. So usually I end up having one side that looks really great and one side that is not looking so good. Well, I decided that I really need to figure out a way to fix this because I don't like not having my mustache at least somewhat symmetrical on both sides. And I saw somebody else, and I can't remember who it was, but they had mentioned something just in passing about a round brush. So I can't take the credit for this, but I am going to show you guys today how I use round brushes and a blow dryer to solve my symmetry issue. So the first thing you're going to want to do is have a clean mustache. I prefer doing this after a shower, even if I'm not going to apply any mustache wax at night, because it definitely helps get that mustache to be at least somewhat where I want it to be the next morning. Now, what do I mean by a clean mustache? Well, you definitely don't want any mustache wax that is going to possibly clump your mustache or get into your brushes. I prefer doing this right after a shower, which is why I currently have my nice comfy robe on. The next thing you're going to want to do is get that beard out of the way so that you don't have any of the longer hairs up by your mustache. Now you're going to want to comb it, so go ahead and do so with a different comb than your round brushes, especially if you have already applied beard oil or beard balm prior to starting the mustache process. Now that you got your beard out of the way, it's time to pick out which brush you're going to use. Now, the round brushes, you typically have two kinds. You've got the kind that just has the plastic things with the little nubs on the end, or you have a combination with the nubs as well as your typical beard brushes. Using them both, I have found that I much prefer the ones with both of them. It just seems that it makes the hair cooperate a bit more. Now, round brushes do come in several different sizes, and it does matter which one you use because the smaller ones will give you a much tighter curl than the larger one. For this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and use the largest of the three that I have. The next thing you need to do is, of course, comb out the mustache so that all the hairs are where they should be. Now, I found that I only use about the last quarter of the round brush. So how I do this is I simply go underneath my nose, start combing out to the end of my mustache, and start rolling the brush in my hand. I'll do that a couple of times. And once I think I got all of it, I will turn the brush out like this and position the handlebar where I would like it to be. Then I blow dry. Now, as you see, I have a problem here. You can't see the curls of my mustache. And the reason behind this is that the hair is actually going from the nose down and out into the front, kind of like I have my own elephant tusks, which is kind of cool, but not the look I'm going for. So what I'm going to do now, it looks kind of funny, but it definitely works. And that is to go ahead and put the brush in, and then you're going to take it and push your curls around back towards your cheek. So now you can at least see that I do have a handlebar mustache. Then you simply apply the mustache wax of your choice. In this case, I'm using Lockhart's because, well, I'm going to be reviewing it here coming up. And now that I got the wax in, you can see that I have a fairly symmetrical mustache. And that is exactly what I like to go for, and it just drives me up the wall when one of them wants to hang lower than the other one does. Couple of tips about this method that I want to make sure that you know about is, just like with the beard, you don't want to use your blow dryer on high heat. Remember guys, these are made for thicker hair on the head, not for thinner or shorter hair on your beards or your mustache. So definitely make sure that you're keeping it on the medium to low heat setting. And like I mentioned earlier, make sure that you're not using these particular brushes that you're getting your handlebar shaped with product, because it can definitely make it so that mustache wax, if you're going to use it right after, to not work very well or at all. Now there's a few things that I really like about this system of doing my mustache. One being is that I don't have to put on mustache wax right after a shower at night if I don't want to, because all I have to do is use the round brush with the blow dryer and get the curls in there and get the hair dry. Come the next morning, when usually my mustache would be all kinds of a mess, usually all I have to do is put a little bit of water on the one that's the worst, and once again run it through with the round brush and the blow dryer a little bit, and it comes right back to the way that it was the night before for me to go ahead and apply some mustache wax. I can choose how high or low I want the mustache to be, just simply by deciding on where I want to place that brush while I am blow drying it. If I want lower handlebars because I want just a more natural look, I can very easily do that. You can also get fairly tight curls using the smallest brush that I have, simply by winding that mustache around the brush as many times as I can and kind of winding it up on there and then blow drying it. I've got fairly tight curls that way. Now guys, I know that we don't really like going into the girly hair product aisles at the big box stores, or heck, even our small convenience stores, but I assure you that there are plenty of options for round brushes online, and if you want to get these right away, go ahead and check out the link down below that I've left for you. Or you can go ahead, wait for a couple of weeks when I'll be doing a full review on these exact brushes at that time. I'm glad that I found this method of shaping my handlebars, and I hope that you may have gotten a few tips off of it as well. If you like this video and you're wondering what mustache wax you should use after using this system, go ahead and check out this playlist up here. Down below, that's going to be a video that you'll probably enjoy as well. Until next time, as always, you guys have a good one.